went out to the big park and I got another one of these. Don't have much time today, but another Boy Scout kerchief holder, whatever you call them. Anyway, so more and more of these. Looks like there's a jamboree out here. This is my third one in this park. Stop with the AT Gold appears to be a crusty zinc penny. We're at about a 73. I got to get used to the ID numbers. Doesn't seem too far off the setting I used on my XP Deus so far. Whisper of a signal, and it was a deep nickel. All these nickels I get that are more than 2.5, 3 inches deep are coming in at very low signals. It happened on my Deus, and it's happening on the AT Gold. Decided to try the iron audio in this area where I had a lot of signals, and I got a high signal, and it appears to be a, I don't know what this is. Either a zinc or a dime. It's very, very eaten up if it's a zinc. In any case, I did get a signal of all this mess. Let's try it again. Once I got a signal. A lot of them over here. Let's see. It's right working. Well, it's a copper penny, so I did get a signal out of all this noise. So, no complaints here. Couldn't find anything in here. What have I got here? It's nothing big. It's just a pull tab, but that's something I can get out of all this mess anyway. This trees where all this trash is. I think it's only I think it's a copper penny, so I bet. Considered too junky to hunt. Another penny. It's not much, but quite a few coins in this small area here. This is where the athletes get the bags and things, so they keep them working out. So I expected there to be some stuff over here. It was so noisy and so trashy I couldn't do it, but couldn't use it. But that's so far so good. I bought the AT Gold basically as a water machine to support also my waterproof compadre, but the publicity of it so far is working out pretty good for me. The one about the iron audio. This is Texas Tiger Digs. This is the first time I've used my camera in handheld mode for a while, so I'm probably going to be even shakier than usual. In any case, well, I mean for one of these post-hunt roundups, I went out today with the new detector I've been telling you about in a couple of videos. Nobody's really expressed a lot of curiosity, and I could understand that. And it's not exactly like I'm pulling out a small vendor from the edge of Bulgaria and showing you their detectors. You know, my detectors tend to be middle of the road and pretty widespread, or pretty popular in general. In any case, I went out to the park, the Pounded Park again, and I went out there basically to do a test on this detector in the worst possible circumstances. And there is a place in this park that's even worse than the rest of the park. But I haven't pounded it, and there's been a reason for that. In any case, I went out, and this is nothing, you know, nickel, a penny, and I believe the rest of these are just, yeah, the rest of these. Boy, that's a really eaten up zinc, and a couple other zincs. So that wasn't it. But the thing is, I got most of these, I think 3 or 4 of them, from the same area, and it's an area around some trees. Now these trees are at the corner of the area where the athletic events happen, and this is sometimes the place where people gather, family, kids, to watch dad or mom out there playing soccer. And there's even been a cricket game out there. And it's also the place sometimes where they lay their bags, where they congregate, and especially in the summer, because like I said, there are trees out there, and in Texas, trees are like tiny oases, like a tiny oasis, where it's not 110 degrees, it's more of 100 degrees with 60 or 70% humidity. In any case, so I went out there, and I've been around that tree several times, and all I got was just one solid block of signals. They're just trashy altogether. So I went out and used this detector for the for one of its most advertised features, and I was satisfied. I pulled these coins as as tattered, bad, and eaten as they are, out of an area where I hadn't been able to pull them out. I'd basically given up, basically, in trying to do those. But I went in and finally found them in, very, very cluttered area. So it's like a solid signal. Anyway, I went out with, and here it is, not a big surprise. I went out with the AT Gold, and I'm using the large coil. Now, just to you people who know the AT Gold well, and says you didn't get an AT Gold, you have a large coil. This is this standard coil, and so I just purchased an additional coil, and I've got a concentric coil that's slightly larger also coming in. So and so that was great, and I got out and I did run it through its paces. You've seen that in the video, and I think you've also seen me tell you exactly what kind of detector I was using. And so that's about it. I'm using this as because in my opinion it's the AT Gold's a good detector. I have never been successful with the AT series at Garrett, but once again I gotta go back into the past and talk to stupider me and says, oh, why didn't you know what you were doing? Now I understand. I think all the detectors I work with have made it easier for me to grab a detector and use it, maybe not at a quality level, but at a level sufficient to make them function correctly. Because now I know the limitations of the devices and its strengths, and I think I do a little better than I used to. In any case, this is what I've got now, and I'm using this as a backup. I'm going to be doing some water detecting. I'm going to be using my I've got my waterproof modded compadre, and I also have the waterproof modded box for the Sovereign GT. So it's just another piece in the puzzle. Like I said, I'm anxious to go do that. I'm not a big water guy, so it's going to be an experience for me. So we'll see how that works out. In any case, this is Texas Tiger Digs. Like I said, it's not a fascinating a collection of coins, but you guys know my daily hunts. This was a one-shot 35-40 minute hunt, basically putting the AT Gold through its paces. And, everybody knows how good this machine is. And some guy actually, when I bought this, says, oh yeah, that's the detector that Ringy and King George used. And I said, oh Lord. In any case, I would have rather them say it's the one that Delaware Digger uses, or that Nugget Noggin uses, but those guys got the publicity. You can't hate on them. How many people turn a hobby and some unusual verbal delivery into a six-figure income with more than a one in front of it? Anyway, I'll talk to you later. You guys have a good day. And I will be out again tomorrow probably, and I'll definitely be out on the weekend. By the way, my first video was the symbol you got for the Boy Scout kerchief. That was at the old park, but there were just so many children around, so I was isolated off to one edge. I guess this is where the babysitters, the nannies, and the mommies take their kids about lunchtime. So a lunchtime hunt at that park is not going to be a great success. So I'll do it when I can, and I will get back to you later. You have a good day.